Hello again and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Eldridge Air Conditioning, and on to race 2 here of round 3 at the Deep Forest Raceway in Switzerland. This is a reverse grid, 16 laps round here for this race 2, and we've got that mandatory pit stop as well included on this one. So medium and hard compounds as usual here in this second race is required. So let's go through this reverse grid then, and we'll see what tyres the guys are on as well. So at the front there is Swifty in pole position. Now he had a bit of a not a great race one, was it? It's a little bit up and down in a minute, isn't he? He's going to have a good race, and then he might have a couple that's a little bit not so good. So well, he finds himself on pole position for this one anyway. We've got Rufus, who again didn't quite get it going in race 1, did he? He's in second, and he's on, so Swifty, he's on the medium tyres. We've got Rufus on the medium tyres in second place. We've got Hamid in third on the hard compound tyres. We just thank you, Graham, as well for the replays. Thanks for that. Right, Digi, our new driver, is in 4th place on the medium tyres. Now, a little bit unfortunate not to get himself on the podium for the race 1 in his debut race. Just come a cropper in one of the corners, and that kind of was that for him. So a little bit unfortunate there. He ended up in just off the podium in the end. RJS Racing in 5th place on the medium tyres. We've got Willard in 6th on the medium tyres. Mystic Clegg in 7th on the medium tyres. Watch out for him in this one. He was looking quite quick in race 1, and then it again just got tied up in a couple of little incidents with people, and dropped him down a little bit. Black Star in 8th place on those hard tyres, just off the podium as well in race 1. Aussie Rooster in 9th on the hard compound tyres. He did get himself on the podium in the end. A little bit fortunate in the end, although he was pushing hard, but it was someone's misfortune that actually gave him that podium in the end. But he was definitely pushing, that's for sure. And then Flat B with a good second place here in race 1, is in 10th place on those hard tyres. And then our winner from race 1, Tidders, in 11th on the hard compound tyres as well. Minimum of 2 laps on those. So let's get this underway then, and let's go. So hopefully Swifty, he'll definitely be looking for better race this time out. So we'll see how he gets on. Remember, he's on those medium tyres, so he should all the medium runners should really go as far as they possibly can with their fuel before they come in. Tyres, well, it's a bit of a gamble as to when they're going to come in, as Digi thought about a move and Hamid into turn 1, but everyone behaved themselves through there. Looks like everyone's through. Flat B actually just been taken by Tidders, so our winner of race 1 is up to 10th already, made a place already at turn 1. So we come now through the S's. This is that difficult section, isn't it? I think everyone's through okay though as they go through. Digi and RJS side by side through the tunnel. Someone's going to have to give a place here. Oh, it's through the kink together as well. Oh, and I think there was a bit of a coming together, and RJS was in the wrong place really. So just got a little bit out of shape. Didn't lose a spot, but had to make do with that 5th place for now. Then we've got Willard 6th, Mystic Clegg in 7th, Black Star 8th, Aussie Rooster 9th, Flat B 10th, and Tidders back to 11th again. So Flat B has got that 10th place back again. So these two are having a little battle already, early doors. So all exactly as they were. There's a move here from Digi on Mohammed though, and he up the inside of the hairpin. Yeah, good job. Who's on the outside there? That's Rufus. He's also finding out. Mohammed's in there. RJS is just getting a little bit pushed out here. Just trying to get through, isn't he? He's in 5th place, but it's 3 and 4 abreast here going along. Start finish straight. This is not going to end well, is it, at turn 1? Let's see. Digi's got it up to 2nd place though. So in he goes, is Digi. Oh, who's that's speeding off? Someone definitely off. Oh, it's Rufus. Damage at the front right as well. Let's have a quick look. Well, it doesn't, no surprise really. That was all hurtling down here, top speed into turn 1. Oh, and I think he just had to. Well, he just had to abort mission in the end. Otherwise, we were going to plough into the back of the driver in front. He's losing places, and in fact goes all the way back to the back into 11th place. We've only got 11 drivers here actually this race, so we have lost a couple from race 1, so maybe a couple of technical issues. Now, who was that going right out? Mohammed What's the matter with him? He stopped. Oh, and there was coming together between him and RJS, obviously. It must have been Grahamid's. He must have owned up for it there because he let RJS go. Oh, there's a little bit of a tangle. I don't know if there was much of a touch, but obviously Grahamid must have thought there was. So RJS just gets it going. Grahamid does the right thing and just waits offline and gets it back going in 11th place. So a little bit of coming together between them two, but Swifty then. He tends to do this when he's got a nice clear track ahead of him, no one getting and interfering with him, getting in his way. It's a good shot. He's got a good chance of actually going on and winning this race. I know we're only 2 laps into the 16, but I think he does like to run his own race, really. I don't think he wants to get involved too much in all this door-to-door rubbing his racing stuff. We'll see. Of course, he's still got to keep it going in the right direction, of course, but we'll see how he gets on. Digi, looks like he's pulled away from Mystic Clegg, who's actually up to 3rd now, Mystic Clegg, so I did say watch out for him. He did seem to have a little bit of pace in race 1. As I say, just got caught up in a couple of incidents with other drivers and just being held up here and there, and it just couldn't really get going in the end, or couldn't really gain any further positions in race 1. So we will be interested to see how he gets on here in race 2, because it looks like he is going with Digi in 2nd, who's knocking out faster sectors as well. Mystic Clegg then 3rd, too far behind is Willard. Looks like he fancies it here in race 2 as well. And Black Star in 5th. So a little bit unfortunate not to be on the podium as well in race 1. So we're looking to make amends here. So that'd be up to 6th now. Aussie Rooster 7th, Rufus 8th, and then RJS and Grahamid we know back there. And then Tidders, what happened to Tidders? He's a long way back, isn't he? I'm wondering whether, so he started on the hards, didn't he? So he's actually done his stop really early. So he has done the minimum 2 laps. He's come back out on those medium tyres. Finds himself in 11th place, but looking for to see if his strategy works. We'll see if it does or it doesn't. So he's the first one to blink on those hard tyres. Obviously these lot here all on mediums. These front 3 or 4 drivers, so they're not going to be thinking about coming in just yet. But Swifty did have that fastest lap, has now lost it to Mystic Clegg on a 1:28.9. So he is pushing hard, isn't he, Mystic Clegg? Still Swifty 1, Digi 2, Mystic Clegg in 3rd, Willard 4th, Black Star 5th. So this is all quite settled here at the moment. Flappy in 6th, Aussie Roosters 7th, Wolfish in 8th, GS 9th, Hamid in 10th, and Tidders in 11th, as we know. So nothing much happening at the moment. It's got these trainer cars that are just settling down into the rhythm. It does look like to me that Digi just seems to be getting a little bit closer to Swifty, and in fact looks to be pulling away a bit from Mystic Clegg in 3rd. So they will head through the tunnel straight down towards the hairpin here on lap 4. Hard on the brakes. Willard have a thought about a pass on Mystic Clegg. It didn't happen there. So stays in 4th. Black Star 5th. Flappy in 6th. Aussie 7th. Rufus 8th. It's closed up a little bit here. Rufus looks like dives in. So Aussie Roosters in there and Black Star. So we've got a couple more of our hard compound drivers in after lap 4. Up to 6th goes Rufus. JS in 7th now. He's just put in the fastest lap of work just as we came to him. A 1:28.4 now for RJS. So about half a second quicker than Mystic Clegg's previous fastest lap. He's got half a second penalty in Mystic Clegg, and he's under pressure still from Willard in 4th. Willard may grab that 3rd off him as he takes that penalty. See where he picked it up, but obviously it was track limit somewhere, wasn't it? Just seeing ahead there, it does look, certainly looks like Digi is gaining on Swifty up front. Now, Mystic Clegg actually is, well, he probably will lose third here. Be a lot in it once he gets going, or maybe he won't actually. No, it's further back than what I thought actually. Willard, I thought he might grab him, but then I did have a think about that and thought, well, maybe he's a little bit too far back. So really changed much, has it? Flat B and Rufus now, 7th and 6th. Sorry, 5th and 6th. Is that Flat B going in? Yep. So that's our Flat B coming in, and I don't think there was many drivers with hard tyres on, was there? Maybe that is it. RJS mediums, Flat B, Grahamid on the hard. So yeah, Grahamid is still staying out there. He's going to have another go. Those hard tyres, Tid, as we know, has been in, but he's going to grab 8th place from Flat B here. Remember, he has stopped. He was the first one to blink, wasn't he? So we'll see whether that works or not for him. As he moves to 9th. Black Star in 10th. These are all the guys that have been in and come out now. Those mediums. And Digi, actually, whilst I'm talking, has taken that lead. Now, where did he take that lead? Is it down at turn 1? I think it might be, you know. Yeah, it looked like it. So I thought he was catching him. Pulls out from slipstream down towards turn 1. Digi gets it done on the brakes. Swifty left him plenty of room. Up to first place goes Digi. Swifty sits behind him in second. Got half a second penalty hanging over his head though. Swifty. Flat B still in that pit lane. That's a long hole, isn't it? Now, is there an issue with? I don't know. Maybe there was an issue that the pit crew had to sort out there. It seemed to be a long time in there. It's not that long a stop here at the Deep Forest Raceway, so maybe there was a couple of other issues. Maybe there was some damage he had to repair. Maybe that's what it was. But Digi then still being chased down by Swifty, who's gonna give Digi a little bit of time back here. Once the penalty gets taken off at this point here. So that's just giving Digi a little bit of breathing space. Stick Clegg still in third. Willard 4th, no change here. Rufus up to 5th now, so it's more like it from Rufus. JS in 6th, then quite a big gap back then to Grahamid, but remember, I think he is probably the only driver now left from the starters on the hard tyres who's out there. Does he come in this time? It looks like he's pulling over to the left. No, he's not. No, he's doing that tighter line, the line that I tend to take through there. So no, perhaps he fancies a little bit more time on those hard tyres. Perhaps they're working for him. He's in 7th, so they're not too much of a bad show, are they, at the moment? Tidder's in 8th. Aussie and Black Star still having their private battle or duel there in 9th and 10th. Flat B in 11th. Remember, he did come in, but it just seemed a long time for me. Maybe it was just my imagination, but just seemed to be stationary for a long time in there. Anyway, he's back out in 11th place. Can't remember actually, I was trying to rack the grains as well, and there's not a lot of grains to rack, but I'm trying to think who we might have lost from race 1, but I'll have to try and think if I can. A bit of lag going on from Digi as he goes around the hairpin. Still in first place, so Swifty 2nd, Mystic Clegg 3rd, Willard 4th. Settling down now here at the front, Rufus in 5th, RJS in 6th, still holding that fastest lap, a 1:28.4. Let's see if he can improve. He's been about 3/10 slower last couple of laps. See how he does here. I don't think this is going to be an improvement. No, it'll be a 1:29 actually, so it's a second slower that time round. Hamid, he's still staying on those hard tyres. To lap 8 he goes. Just seeing if any other one beats this lap time of RJS at the moment. I mean, I think he will go. These at the moment have managed to better it. So our leader Digi then, are we going to see, well, I won't say too much because I was sort of praising him in race 1 a little bit, and then look what happened. So we're giving the commentator's curse, but sitting in a good position here up top at the moment. Okay, still got the stocks to come into play, but really all he's got to do, like I always say, just run those lines, be consistent. It's not always best to be quick, you know. Quick forces errors. Obviously, it does help if you don't have errors and you're quick. Obviously, you're going to be winning a lot more than you lose, or you don't win. But if you're pushing too hard, it does. I mean, errors can creep in. Whereas if you're consistent, really, that's pretty much the best you could be, really. Stick Clegg in third. Looking okay in third at the moment, Mystic Clegg. Now seems to have pulled away from Willard, so he hasn't really got that pressure from behind anymore, has he? But Willard's coming under pressure from Rufus, though. Rufus looks like he's got a bit of pace here in race 2. All of a sudden, the engineers have done something between the 2 races in the garage, and may have come up with some solution for him. At the moment, whatever it is, it seems to be working, because he's looks like he's closing in on Willard here. It's too far back to make a move here at the hairpin, but so we're looking pretty steady. Willard taking a really wide line now. I wondered for a second where he was going. RJS is in, so he's in. He hasn't done much on those medium tyres, has he? So Willard's in. Graham, get it right in a minute. RJS is in. So maybe just to do the fuel and change, really. So a little bit early in my eyes, but I'm not out there, so he's obviously got some sort of plan in mind. Digi then, Swifty. Stick Clegg is your top 3. It's closing in a little bit up here. There's battle still, Willard and Rufus. Rufus still trying to get close to the back of Willard. Chidders up to 6th place. How far can he get? There's a massive gap ahead of him between himself and Rufus. The top 5, so obviously them top 5 though have all still got to come in. So has he played this early pit stop strategy to perfection? Zero start 7th, Black Star 8th. Change there really, Flat B in 9th, but half a second for him. RJS 10th place, he's been in, he's out, remember, on hard tyres now, so he's got the remainder of this race. And then Grahamid, who's also come in after that long stint on them hard tyres, and has come on the mediums now to see what he can do at the end of this race. It's in 11th place. But our man who we were talking about, Rufus, who's putting Willard under pressure, has also got that fastest lap now, a 1:28.3. So the evidence was right there in front of you. You could see he was pushing on. He was getting closer to the back of Willard, and that fastest lap has just proved that point. He's obviously found something in that car. Willard's got half a second, so he may actually gain himself another place here if he can stay with Willard till Tunnel Straight. He can grab that 4th place, so he might be on for a podium here if he can get past Willard. So all the guys ahead of these all got to come in as well. They're still just about in view, you know. So Willard will stay over to the left-hand side to allow Rufus to go by just like that into the hairpin, and up to 4th place goes Rufus. And I've just spotted he's got very little fuel, so he's going to be in this lap, so that pass count for nothing at the moment, but I think Willard will be in as well. We're going to follow him in. No, he's not. Willard's staying out, but Mystic Clegg is in. So we've got 2 of our top 5 in. Willard's pushed up to 3rd place now as he goes over. He's going to have one more lap on what he's got at the moment. He's not going to get any more of that with that fuel. So he has got one more lap to go, Willard, and he'll be in. Whereas our leaders, yeah, well, in fact, Swifty, he's got quite a bit of fuel left. So he's maybe been fuel saving now. So maybe he is working something now to his advantage. Digi not so much fuel, but it's not flashing yet, so he may have another lap in him. Once a lap 12 or 16, this race has gone really quick. Before we know it, it'll be over. Digi still leading it from Swifty in 2nd. Willard now up to 3rd, but he's going to be in this time. Around Tidders, we know he's been in, but he's up to 4th, so here we go now. Tidders. He might grab Willard when he's in pit lane, although it's quite a long gap between himself and 3rd place. Willard, the whole of the back straight, really, the whole of the tunnel straight is the gap. Willard, we know, is going to be in. Digi's in, our leader. Is Swifty in, or is he staying out? Yes, they're all in. Willard's going to be in as well. He's going to stay to the left too. So all our top 3 are in. So here we go. Going to go back with Tidders in and see where he comes, where they come out in conjunction with him. Out the other side of the hairpin, down towards the final corner now. Tidders going to take the lead, I would presume, as he comes round the final corner and over the start finish. No, Digi's out. Digi's just coming out now. Swifty just coming out now, and here comes Tidders. Going to pass Swifty surely into turn 1. No, he doesn't. He's going to be right behind him, isn't he? Well, not that far behind actually, but he's 3rd place for him. So Digi comes in and out, still in the lead then from Swifty in 2nd. Tidders in 3rd, Mystic Clegg in 4th. Hard tyres for Digi, hard tyres for Swifty, and hard tyres for Mystic Clegg. Remember, Tidders is on those mediums, but they're well worn now. The fuel levels are low. So that'll be a little bit lighter, because that car with less fuel in it. But the tyres obviously well used in compared with the guys around it. There goes Mystic Clegg through the tunnel straight. Willard came out in 5th place, so he has lost a couple of spots, and he's got Aussie Rooster all over the back of him, and Black Star in 7th. So Willard's going to be under pressure with these 2 hurtling down behind him. Let's have a look what happens here in the braking zone. Well, all okay by the looks of it. Anyone running wide? No. Black Star a little bit, but no, that's okay. Flat B as well in 8th, not too far behind, and an RJS back there in 9th place. This lot then, big train of cars coming through, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Over the line to start lap 14. 3 more laps to go then here in race 2, the Deep Forest Raceway in Switzerland. This is hotting up here, this battle. And actually, I think Aussie Rooster just took Willard in turn 1, I think. Yeah, he did. Just going to get him on the brakes. Or does Willard run wide? Oh, there's a bit of a move down there the inside. It was a tough move. Willard see him coming. Just had to give him a bit of space in the end. Drops to 6th, but Aussie Rooster smashes his way down into turn 1 and gets himself to 5th place. Black Star now attacking Willard as well. Willard with the better tyres out of these 3, but he is on the hard tyres. He's going to struggle to get as much heat in them tyres, Willard, as the guys around him are fully temped up. So Black Star 007 is up now towards, going up towards the hairpin through the tunnel straight to the hairpin. Don't think there's going to be a change of positions here. Willard's covering on the inside. Flat B now is caught right up though and he's right in the mix now. It's Flat B. There's a little bit of going on between Willard and Black Star and it's side by side, and I think Willard's going to lose another place to 7th from Black Star. It's on the outside. Willard is going to stick it out there though and see if he can get a better run along the start or finish. Flat B trying to get as much slipstream off of Black Star as he can. There's a little gap open in the middle. He's going to take them both through the middle. Free aside down here into turn 1. Surely not. That don't work. Little bit of contact, but does Black Star, does Willard take the advantage up the inside with that door open? Well, Black Star got it through. Flat B's got a penalty there. So that's what happened. So Willard stays in 7th. He didn't fancy. Oh, Flat B's off with damage. Front right. What was that about? Why has my camera changed? Hang on, that's all changed, isn't it? Why has this all gone peeps on? Here we go. Let's have another look. So Flat B. What's happened to him? Still missed it, didn't I? Let's have another look. Get it right in a minute. Here we go. So, took a lot of grass on that turn 1. That's where we got that penalty. Was it the curb that he caught? Oh, I don't know. I think maybe he was still at dirty tyres from that off. Just grabbing that, and it keeps switching to this camera, and I don't know why. Well, it obviously wants us to go back to our leader, so let's go to our leader then. And see how he's doing. He's looking good, isn't he, on this penultimate lap here. Swifty 2nd, Tidders in 3rd, Mystic Clegg in 4th. So top 3, Digi, Swifty, Tidders, and Tidders. Remember, he was the winner of race 1, wasn't he? So what can he do here? I don't think he's got enough to get a double victory here, unless something happens in front of him, but he might be in line to get a 2nd place if he can keep with, or not like that though, running a bit wide at the hairpin. That's going to cost him. I think that's probably his chance gone of picking up 2nd place. So he may have to take that 3rd place, assuming Mystic Clegg don't have a say in it. 4th, Aussie Rooster not far behind in 5th as well. Still Digi in the lead here. We're on the final lap. Swifty in 2nd. There's Digi up over the rise to start this next section of S's. Probably the most difficult part of the entire course through here. Got to control the car, and of course these tyres as they are now, well worn. Empty fuel tanks. It's all going to feel a lot different in those cars now, so I've got to be extra careful through here. But Aussie Rooster, he's not being extra careful, is he? He's right on the back now of Mystic Clegg, and I feel there's going to be a move coming on. Maybe at the end of this straight. It's not close enough at the moment. It depends on what kind of exit he gets now, and could he get a bit of slipstream here off the back of Mystic Clegg. Still a couple of corners to go yet. But we'll go back to our leader as we watch that battle there, because Digi's going to do it, I think. Comes out of the hairpin successfully, and it looks like our debutant is going to get his first victory here in race 2. Good race in the end. Congratulations to him. Victory for Digi. Swifty with a good 2nd place. That's more like it. Tidders always going to run out of fuel, and the old Mystic Clegg's grabbed it, and he does get 4th. Tidders. Aussie Rooster in 5th. Black Star in 6th. 7th for Willard. I'm missing them all now coming over. RJS in 8th. Mohammed's going to come in 9th place in the end, and Rufus just gone backwards at the end there, isn't he? Maybe that stop didn't work for him. He was looking good at one point. He's up there in 5th, wasn't he? And he's down there in 10th now. We did lose another driver as well. Someone else has retired, so only the 10 cars. But he did get the fastest lap, Rufus, a 1:28.3. But what a finish between Mystic Clegg and Tidders. Mystic Clegg grabbing it right at the end now. Over the line from Tidders, who run out of fuel. Just didn't have enough. Just needed another litre of fuel in there. That would have worked a treat. Would have got himself on the podium. But as it was, didn't get it done. And Mystic Clegg gets that third place. So great race in the end there. It kind of livened up a bit. It was quite steady to start with, wasn't it? And then it all went to hell at the end. But no, a good race in the end. So that is your round 3 completed. And well, join me again soon for round 4. And I think we're in Italy actually at Lake Maggiore circuit. That should be another good race there. So join me for that in about a week's time or two, in about a week's time or so. And hopefully we'll have more drama and some great racing to watch. So join me then. Thanks for watching these ones, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.